Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. My name is Beth and I have a journal obsession. This is my time and space to journal, whether it's to be with paper, paint, stickers, tape, or some other found object. I like creating worlds in my journaling, and it's a form of learning for me also. I love learning by journaling. Currently, I'm creating and learning the world of shells. Let's see where that takes me.
Hello, and just like that, I'm back home. This is a piece of scrapbook paper that I photocopied those laser cut die cuts. Yeah, laser cut die cuts, laying on the copier with the paper on top and photocopied them together. And I had started to do this with you live in real person, but there's a tree cutter next door. He's very loud, and it was going to be another 30 or 40 minutes to the editing process on a super long video, because it takes me so many stages to get all this. You're creating paper, then you're creating paint, and then you're letting the paint dry, and then it's just blah, 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 blah. I'm not complaining, but this certain uh, journal seems to be taking, the stages take a whole lot longer. I don't know why. Maybe I've changed it up just a tad enough that it takes longer. Like this stage right here took longer, and now I have sped this up 4 times. And you'll see that I don't end up using this. Spoiler alert. I liked it, but I could not make what I wanted to use. Those little shells right where that brown pencil is, those little shells with the little squares on top of them, are what I wanted to use today out of that book that I found at the Goodwill. But the colors don't mesh right, and for some reason I just couldn't make it right. Now granted, I've done this after I've already driven home for 3.5 hours in traffic. It is a beautiful day. It turned out to be gorgeous. It's almost 70. I had the air on in the car. I'm a little frazzled. We're in the midst of possibly purchasing a dog tomorrow. We're driving to Charlotte to look at him. I think we're going to get him. We put a deposit down just in case, so he wouldn't be taken. And this is where I'm trying to add, because see, the paper has brown tones. The shells have red tones. It's all nature, so it should all go together, but in my opinion, it does not at all. And I'm telling you the names of the shells, which like are carrot, Florida cone, carrot cone, California cone, and I think it's like a stripe cone, the one on the top left, a stripe something or other cone. Anyhow, I didn't like it. So I flipped over the page, and I'm going to use that page tomorrow. And now I have craft paper cardstock, which is pretty darn thick, so it's going to be a little bit problematic getting it into this thinner paper journal composition notebook. But I'm going to go with it, and I like this already better. I like the browns and the browns and the browns, and the real browns, not all the different shades of the red browns, I guess. This has red tones to it. I don't know anything about color. I'm just blabbing. But I like it, therefore I'm going to do it. But I need to come up with something else. And today not the story, but the only thing I journal in my nature journal, which is a shell journal, is do you hear the ocean in a seashell when you put it up to your ear? And according to all the experts, probably not. You probably hear the wind blowing through the shell. This is me when I was talking to you, but it was going to be almost an hour-long video. It's like, this is crazy, that's crazy, that's crazy. Nobody has time to watch me blab for an hour and do silly things. So this is what I'm trying to add some color to this. And I'm going to put down these 2 Arteza colors, a raw sienna and a burnt umber, I think, and do my plastic wrapping technique where I get a lot of water and put it on a piece of plastic and kind of use it as a jelly plate. And I'm doing it real lightly because I don't want to overdo it. And then I mess it up. Then I try to blend it with the brush, and that's like messed it up. But I am able to cover up enough of it that I still like it. And I had to get out the big guns and use double-sided tape to get this cardstock to stick well. At this point, I'm still talking to you and realizing quite now, pretty soon, that I'm going to have to just do a voiceover between how long this was taking and the chainsaw next door. It was going to be pretty problematic. So I'm blabbing about what else should I use, what else can I use. Those postcards that I got from Wintertime Etsy shop. I thought about Allie Edwards' packet, which I opened up when I got home just a little while ago. And I decided to go through one of the journals that I've made with a bunch of stuff. This was the Murray journal, and I photocopy a piece of my own paper, which I think I did on Procreate and other places, but it's a mishmash of paintings and ephemera and printables and pictures off of Pinterest, a bunch of stuff. And I'm using that. It has, to me, the right tones of brown that I want to use, and I'm just layering those three. That is acceptable in my opinion. Trying to age a little bit, I'll bring the ink color on the edges as a grounder that everybody has that same color in them, on the edges of the paper. I don't know. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. But to me, it all works, and I like it, and voila, I'm going with it. So, and then I get out another piece of that brown paper that I have the shells on, and after I find it, and add a little bit of color to that, and then I'm going to just put on there, do you hear the sea and a seashell, or is it the wind blowing in the air? And I'm trying to age this a little bit, poking holes in it, adding ink to the edges of those holes, taking out a chunk, just trying to make this like an antique nature journal that was found at a antique shop, in Paris, flea market. Yeah, that's the look I'm going for, sure. Anyhow, I am successful with this in my head. I got some more Food and SKUs pens because I was down to one. I was afraid it was going to run out. I just love those pens. I don't know what the deal is, but the brush tip is the right consistency for me. I love the permanent of them and all of that. So I finally get all that down, and I really like it. And I'm going to show you a couple close-ups, and then I'll show you what my desk looks like an hour and a half after being home. It's a disaster. But wish us luck driving to Charlotte tomorrow for a little puppy, perhaps. Most likely. Thanks for watching. Look at that. See you all tomorrow. Bye.